Hello, beautiful soul, my dear, beautiful divine feminine who is walking this very, very mystical journey that can get really painful and confusing at times. Don't worry, we're digging deep. Today we're talking about patience. Oh, I love this. I love this. You know why I love this? Because it's one of those concepts that your mind is going to take and is going to use it against you on this journey, on the path of enlightenment, and it's gonna, if you let it will keep you stuck. Why? Because being patient on the journey, what does it really mean? Maybe you'll hear people talk about the journey like as if it's a waiting game, which is not. And what I really want to share with you is that is probably the worst thing you can do. Wait. Be patient. Understand the divine masculine and wait for them to change their ways. Wait for them to awaken to the truth. And no, I want to give you a big, friendly no. And a wake-up call if that's what you need now, if you're at that space. So what I mean by that is being patient is, again, putting the emphasis on the divine masculine, is again setting the goal of this journey to be achieving union with the divine masculine, or maybe having what looks like a committed relationship on the surface. Why do I say on the surface? Not because it's not possible. Yes, you can totally have whatever you want with your twin flame, but once you are balanced, once you are in inner union, and once they're back in your life, back in your field, in a balanced state, in a satori state where it's all nice and sweet and, just chill. But before that, you can't be doing that shit. What do I mean by that? You can't be like, oh, my divine masculine is so dumb. Like, I'm waiting for them to realize that we are actually one and we're twin soul, but they're being so stupid. They're with a third party, or they're being so nasty to me. You can't be doing that. Because what it does is that it again sees divine masculine as a separate being to you. What does it mean? I know this is easier said than really internalized, because when I say divine masculine is not separate to you, your mind thinks, no. It is a person that I desire so bad, that is outside of me, that I need to attain, that I need to get, and that I need to possess, and that I desire, that I need, that I lack. So what does this do to you? It places all that attention and focus outside of yourself onto the divine masculine, who looks like this yummy like cupcake or whatever dessert gives you the, I'm thinking of that emoji with the, a drooling one, whichever gets you like that, or frustrated, or just you get that. Maybe each and every one of you don't get it the same way, but divine masculine becomes this object of desire. All you think about is them. You are working really hard at the beginning of the journey to heal and to achieve that state where you can actually get them. But what all that is doing is it's just keeping you more and more in separation. Why? Because then you're telling yourself they are outside of you. They are separate to you. They are to be attained. They are what you lack. There is fear. But whatever there is fear, you cannot bring union. Because union is a state where there is no fear. There is none of that in that state. So, going back, patience, being patient. It's not about being patient. It's about fully releasing, letting go of the divine masculine. Releasing the talk, releasing the obsession. And how do you do that? You do that by detoxing. I made a very, very, very powerful program for you, where each day there's a challenge, and it is a series of videos where I walk you through a 30-day detox program where you kick off the addiction. And what do we detox from? It shall not scare you, because it's not about like forgetting about the divine masculine forever and, getting rid of them or taking... It's not about that, because your mind wants to think them as separate and will project all this fear of abandonment or loss and will probably stir emotions like that when it thinks that you're letting go of the divine masculine. But actually what you're letting go of is that attachment to outcome. It's that attachment to the physicality of the person. I know it sounds all like a bit very abstract sometimes, but trust me, as you move along the journey, you will understand or understand all that I'm saying to you, but on a level that is beyond words. And so I'm just transmitting vibrations, and I'm using words, but actually what I'm transmitting is it is an energy, it is a vibration, it is alignment. So if it sounds too abstract, just bear with me and just let the journey show you the truth. Because when you reach that state of inner union where you can then receive divine masculine in a very healthy, grounded, and very wholesome way, then it's going to feel really different than the desire, the need, the lack, the loss that you're feeling now. So it's not about waiting. It's about really committing to yourself and saying, okay, divine masculine, I know we are one. I know we are the same soul frequency. We are the same soul essence. We are the same clay worked by different artists. I'm gonna focus on myself fully. I'm going to let them go. I'm going to let them go through whatever they need to go through. I'm not going to be checking. I'm not going to be obsessing. I'm not going to be always sneaking upon. And I will just bring all the focus and the attention back to me. At first, it might feel like you're just, it doesn't feel very genuine maybe, but still, try and do. Bring back the focus. Because when you can really get to that space inside where you can really tap into your heart and soul, it will show you the way. It will give you the answers. So what you just need to do is bring all the energy back to you. That is the first step of balancing. And then you just really, really, really learn to master yourself and to treat yourself like this really, really precious baby that you're raising, that you give all your love to, that you give all your attention to, and that you support and that you love and that you show affection and that you teach. So you become your parent, your best friend, your lover, you give yourself all that love that you've been projecting outside, only to realize that love is so infinite, that you are love, that you don't have to. There is no lack to love. There is no limit to love. So you don't have to choose. So you don't have to, it's not either you put it all on the divine masculine or the people around you or yourself, that it is selfish. No. You're going to meet love on a new level, and you're going to see how abundant it is. And it starts with you. So, I think it's a good place to stop. You can't fool this journey. You can't go I'm not waiting, but actually in the back of your mind, you're making plans when the divine masculine comes back, we're going to start a business together, or we're going to live in this city. Oh, I can't be dating this guy because then the divine masculine might come back and be upset. You can't be having that kind of thought. You cannot be having that kind of expectation and you can't be having any of that. You cannot fool this journey. And, but honestly, there is no messing up the journey either. So you can just take some more time, you can take detours, but it doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. That means there is learning, there is growing to do for you. So if you want to dig deeper If you want to do the detox, if you want to do the twin flame course, if you want to work with me and really, really, really dive deep, then check out my website. It's www.deardf.com, where you can find all the information, where you can book a session, or where you can get the course. I hope this helps. And this is a gift. This journey is a gift. I'm sending you so much love, you beautiful soul. And you got this. You really, really do. Much, much love.